up, Kiss fam? It's your girl Michelle C, aka DJ Make a Move, the Jill of all trades. And we back in the girls' locker room, shooting over to my right or to my left, whichever is closest to you. Whoever wanna tap in and say what their name is.
Hey, what's up? It is Shana Marie.
And it's your girl, Ashley Chiffon.
All right, so before we get started today, y'all know what y'all got to do, right?
What we had
Do
to
y'all
do?
know? Subscribe
Oh,
now. Tell your mama, come on now.
there we go. There we go. There we
You
go.
know, it's
I'm
like
like,
you know,
what I
raise
gotta
right
do?
$3.99. It don't cost you $0 raise. Get it together. Hit the like, hit the comment, subscribe, and make sure you follow each and every one of us because we all lit. I'm just letting you know. You see your names at the bottom. Go and follow us while we get into this topics, okay? So
Period.
we finna get into it. So over the weekend, like every week, it's always something going on. So we're gonna get into the first topic of today. It is the Jesse or the Jesse Smollett. I can't remember if his name is Jesse or Jesse. I'm just gonna say Juicy. Um,
Jesse.
they've been really giving him a hard time about the fake beatdown. I don't know if it's fake or not. Don't know. That ain't my situation. But one thing I did hear him keep saying over and over again was the fact that he was like, I'm not suicidal, I'm not suicidal. And that's like a red flag for me. I feel like, if you gotta keep repeating that, is that like reverse psychology, like saying like if you put me in here, I might be suicidal? Like that kind of made me like, I don't know, bro. What's going on with that?
Well, sometimes people, you gotta let you either kind of like you either speak up or you get shut out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I guess by him acknowledging like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't suicidal. Like, if something happened to me in here, it's not because I did it. Somebody did it to me,
That
and that's why he did that. He said that in the court. He was like, if I die in here, just know I didn't do it to myself. And so
Mm.
that's why he kept saying that he was not suicidal because he wanted to stress the fact that he knew going into the situation because of what type of situation it was that potentially somebody is gonna be out to get him. Like, if if inmates find out you've been messing with kids or beating on women or something along that nature, they getting that booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they coming, they tagging too. Like they tagging. So
Tag team back
he
again. Look.
knew because of what type of situation it was, even though it had nothing to do with women or kids, but he knew the extent of it. So he like they probably gonna come for me if I'm in here. So I'm letting y'all know up front,
Yeah.
this is what it is and this is what it's not.
So is he in the hospital, like in the psychiatric ward? Because I thought.
So
No, he just got sentenced.
so yeah, so he was initially moved to a psychiatric ward. Per his brother came out with a statement letting us know that he was moved. However, since then there has been an update that his brother said enough fans, I guess they had signatures. I didn't really get too much into that story, but if I'm not mistaken, there have been like a lot of fan signatures stating, in agreement with Jussie saying like he's not suicidal, like, and all of this stuff. He's not crazy. So he's been moved since then.
Well,
And Taraji came out with a statement as well too. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
yeah, I saw her statement. She was stating that she didn't feel like that the crime fit the punishment,
Yes, that's exactly what she said.
and I agree because it's like, I mean, like for like how many days was he supposed to be put in jail?
150.
That's a bit much. I mean, whether to me, I feel like that's a bit much to be in because he's going to prison. He ain't going to jail, right?
I don't know where he would be at.
Because if he's going to prison, I think that's a bit much. If he just going to jail, then it'd be like, okay, well, community service, whatever the case may be. But
That's 5 months though.
yeah, that's a lot.
5 months? Is it?
You don't think 5 months is a lot to be in prison?
For what he
You'll be
did?
gang banging over honey buns in prison, cuz like what? No, I'm not trying to. No, First of all, I don't want to go to prison for nothing. But if I got to go, I dang sure don't want to go for 5 minutes. I don't want to be there for 5 minutes, let alone 5 months. Hey, you talking about?
That is a true statement. I don't want to be there at all.
Right.
But so what do you guys think would be a good punishment time frame? Because we can definitely all agree that some type of repercussions have to be had. Like, should
True.
it have just been a probation or something? Like, you at some point you have to be accountable for your actions, right? So
Yeah.
what?
What
It's
do you
not
think?
like they gave the man 3 years, because
Ashley, what
there are some people that get years sentences for dumb shit, dumb stuff. Oh, can we cuss? I don't know.
yeah, we regular. Um, go ahead, Ashley. So we here heard you chime in yet.
Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just a little pain. But no, I really don't know. I wouldn't think that he would. I wouldn't. I would say probation because I
Mhm.
feel like he been going through it a lot ever since he got caught in his lie. He dealing with the backlash, dealing with people. He dealing with all kind of things. And who knows? He probably did have suicidal thoughts, but it done mess with his career. Like I feel like when you tapping with all of that, tap into all of that, I feel like he going through it enough,
Mhm.
and it's not like he harmed anybody. He just lied about himself getting harmed. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I was gonna be, I guess, fair, and if I knew, because I don't know him personally, but from what you can see in this, outside of acting, it seemed like he has a decent personality. I feel like fair would be community service, maybe pay a fine, and that's it. Because I mean, hell, how many people done got caught in a lie before? Now, granted, it was a deep lie.
yeah.
I don't think it should have the lie, like, and again, we don't know if it's true or not. They're saying that this was a lie. He's saying that it wasn't a lie. It really happened. I don't know.
And that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna present that. Like, do we think that maybe if he confessed and actually said, "All right, y'all, you know what," and actually came clean about it, would he still do? Would he still be doing this punishment time frame? Because it could be a sense of, how, like, when you get in trouble as a child and your parents tell you, like, they already know if you did it or not. They just want to see if you gonna lie to them. And if you lie, they end up giving you a deeper punishment than what you would have gotten anyway, only because you lied. So
Yeah,
now you're not even being punished for what you did. You're being punished for lying. Do you think this is that type of situation? Or could potentially be this? Could be that. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. Because I mean, there was a lot of little loopholes in what was presented as far as what happened. So it's like I don't know if he lied or not, but it was too many things to be questioned not to think it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but it just don't seem like it was. You know what I'm saying? It don't seem like it was real. So
Mhm.
but it
Oh,
is
I just want to know what's the point behind it. Like, what was his point of doing all of that anyway?
that part. Like,
I
what
love some
was
Jussie, but
I mean, was it a beginning of a new movie script that you wanted to write, or like I don't know. But moving on. Now, also over the weekend, I saw this on. Forgive me, I do not remember the young lady's name, but she did an interview with Stevie J. Yeah, Mr. Pound Puppy himself. Um, they were having interesting conversation. She was trying to have like a decent interview with them, and from what you could see on the screen, it looks like he had another young lady in the room. And as he's communicating to the lady that's interviewing him, it seemed to be that he was instructing said woman to give him some Georgia Dome while interviewing. Then he proceeds to say he's doing it for his wife, Faith. Um, I'm just, yeah,
He's
sir,
doing it for. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I had to make sure I heard you clear. You said he's doing it for Faith.
yeah. And see what I think, the backstory behind it, because I don't know if y'all all saw, it was some video leaked a couple of like weeks ago. I don't even know if it was weeks ago. I saw it weeks ago, maybe months ago it happened, where he went, live talking about how Faith was screwing someone in their marital bed. So I guess this is his way of get back. Like, yeah, I can do it too. First of all, let it go, sir. When is the petty too much? Like, I just come on, bruh. Like, how many women have you? Wait a minute, Stevie J's bus. Remember? Can we go back to that? Love and hip hop. Get on this bus. So when Faith pulled up and said, "As soon as I get home, I'm giving somebody else some dome," you got an attitude. I don't understand.
Make it
Saying
make sense.
because baby, I
Hold
don't
up.
even understand how you can be on a live and just be like, and then there was a scene. What I'm saying scene because it seems like everything Stevie does is like over the top, but no, it was a scene. It wasn't a scene. It was a real life situation where he's on the live talking to the young lady, and you can tell that he was nude, and like if he would have put that camera down any further, then you'd have been, you would have saw his business. I'm just like,
But
come on,
did you hear what he said before that even happened?
no,
First and foremost, this interview was all over the place, right?
that
So
part.
initially, before that even happened, he was talking to Shorty with his shirt off. Like he was before he even got in the bed. He
Uh
was
huh.
like in the hallway or something. And he was like showing different angles. So she asked, she was like, Stevie, can you put your shirt on, please? Like she asked him, like, I mean, of course she wasn't rude about it. She was like kiki and laughing, but you could tell she was a little bit uncomfortable. But
Right.
at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be rude. So like Stevie, put your shirt on,
Like
something like
Mhm.
that.
you're right.
But then fast forward to when he ended up getting in the bed, he looked at the camera and well, he wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking in the direction of the camera. Hell, it's only so far you can look if it's like on the side of you while he in the bed. He said, "You gonna suck me off? Come on." And then that's when this happened.
That part. I'm like, this dusty Negro is on a live, getting ready to get some live. I mean, I'm so, I don't, come on, y'all. We got to do better.
Stevie J. Stevie. Oh, I'm about to bring up another topic in connection to that. Well, not really, but
Have you been getting ready to get a live on the live? I'm just trying to understand what we doing.
no, I was just gonna say they all crazy because like Stevie J, Jocelyn, like everybody.
Okay. She said do it like it's your birthday. Okay.
No, what kind of kinky stuff they got going on?
Honey. Well, moving on, honey. Ashley has put us upon some new news with Dwight Howard's son. So enlighten
Oh,
us, please, please, please.
shouldn't even brought this one up because this is so disgusting and disturbing if you got kids.
Hmm.
But so Dwight Howard, y'all know is a basketball player. He has a son with the ex what's her name? Basketball wives, Royce Reed, and
Okay.
they have a son together who's now 12. Allegedly, since we have to say that, he has been molesting other little younger boys and boys his age. But they said he's been doing it since he was 9 years old, and that they was trying to get him some help. His mom put him in like some kind of sexual therapy or whatever.
Wow.
And but they had like a restraining order. I guess something happened where they put like a restraining order where he cannot, not restraining order. They put some kind of thing where he cannot be around kids 2 years younger than him. And his mom allowed, I don't know if it was a
Hell,
family friend or he was around another kid that was 8 years old, and the 8 year old allegedly said that the boy asked him to put his pee pee in his mouth, his private part.
Oh my God.
Right. And now they have Royce Reed in custody because of a violation.
How is she
So
violating? She ain't do nothing.
because they said he's too young to get locked up or whatever, so they had to, and she was supposed to have him away from kids. And because she violated by letting him be around another kid and it happened again, they locked her up.
Oh wow.
And I was just like, as a mom, I just want to know because they didn't say all of this, but I'm just thinking like for a boy to be that young to be doing all of that, don't it seem like he's been touched on or somebody done mess with him? Like it's a learned behavior. I don't think he would just want to touch on little boys.
It's I feel like it's a learned behavior, but it's also everything on the TV these days. Because you could be like, I mean, you're a mom, you could leave your children in the room for 5 seconds and they can stuff can pop up on their computer screen or
Yeah,
on the television. So it's not necessarily bad parenting. It's just you was away for 2 seconds. And that's what was
true.
put in their brain. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
YouTube, all of that. You're right.
oh
TikTok.
my God. It's unfortunate when the parents have to be like, she's in jail for something that she has no control over. That ain't something that it's not like she said, hey, go mess with, you know what I'm saying? What parent would tell anybody to do that? Number one. So it's
Right.
like, you gonna get in trouble for something that's not even your fault? Like, that's, oh, God.
Well, I guess that would be a case of um tackling something before it happens. So if you have
Mm,
these, being proactive instead of reactive,
True.
like
gotcha.
having these conversations with your children. And I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But just from a psychological standpoint, psychological background, when you have these preventive conversations, not saying it's going to keep it from happening, but
Right.
you're making your child be more aware of the do's and the don'ts. Like, I didn't have the birds and the bees conversation with neither one of my parents ever. To this day, I still haven't had it. But I was always told growing up, don't have sex till you married. Of course, I
Mhm.
ended up learning more from school and from church,
Right.
but that was as much as they told me. Um, it worked in their favor because I didn't get curious to go figure it out on my own. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? I mean, so
Yeah.
it can go many different ways. Like, but if it's addressed, at least you did your part to talk about it. Like, hey, you shouldn't, don't. Now, my mom did tell me, like, don't let no one touch you here.
Right.
Right.
This, and you don't touch no one there. Like, that should not happen. If that happens, tell me. That kind of situation. Um, so we don't know if they had that conversation or not.
That
Yeah.
And
is,
again, sometimes when you had that conversation too soon, it makes you curious. Or there are some people out there, when you tell them not to do something or they shouldn't do something, they do it just because you told them not to. So
yeah.
people try not to bring it up because. So I mean, it's many different ways. I don't think it's a
There's no
you
ham
know
parenting because I mean,
yeah
not a
you
parent,
gotta
but
you
that's
gotta
the
get this shit how it come.
how do you even know to have that conversation? Like, hey, don't touch people. You that's not a when you think of a little child, you don't think, okay, now when they get 5 years, I'll make sure they don't touch people. Like, because that's not even a conversation you think to have. Why would you? Jesus.
And as a mom,
But
I
I
never had that conversation. Now that I think about it, I never had that conversation where you don't touch people. I have told them they don't let nobody touch them, but I never told
oh, okay.
them to ever touch somebody. So that's a good, that made me think differently, like a different perspective.
And then look, and then you know how you had to put the fear of God in, like, now look, Mama don't want to go to jail, so whatever you do falls back on me. Because if you touch somebody, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna lay hands on you, and maybe that'll make sure they don't. Because baby,
Right.
I can't imagine getting in trouble for something I ain't even do. Like, oh Jesus, no. But anyway, well, on to some unfortunate news. We have to say R.I.P. to Tracy Braxton
Bless up,
and
bless up. That's so sad.
It is.
husband Mike Mora. We lost two
Man,
people.
forget cancer.
Man, it's shoot, forget COVID and cancer. It's so much taking everybody out right now.
Mm,
Yeah.
That's the one. Now I ain't gonna say. Now I have never, knew too much about Khalees's husband, but heard that that was the same situation that he passed from cancer, unfortunately. Out of all of the Braxtons, I was able to meet maybe two of them, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Tracy is one that I wanted to meet because just from just seeing her just interact with people and seeing her on the show, she just looked like a ball of energy and a ball of fun. So it's unfortunate I wasn't able to meet her, but I know she'll be sorely missed from everybody that knew and loved her.
yeah, I agree. I wish I would have got to meet her too. I only met the mom and Trina before.
Yeah.
But yeah, like from watching the show, Tracy did seem like she was cool, very blunt and just fun. Like she just seemed like she was a cool mom and a cool sister. But I really feel like that's sad because it was so sudden. I didn't even know that she was sick. I didn't know she had cancer.
Yeah.
None of that until all of this happened.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'm gonna say, everybody in this on this earth, you better stay prayed up, do right by people, because baby, you blink, you're gone. It's that simple. So love
Mhm.
whoever you love right now, because tomorrow and the next second is not promised.
I
That's
love
fact.
y'all.
You know you too, China. Well, that has been these ignorant. Why are we ignorant for no reason? Just well, that has been another episode of the Girls Locker Room. We go live every Wednesday. If we not live, we still gonna have something stored in the can for you, so we gonna go live anyway. But y'all got anything that y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
I love y'all. Cherish each moment. I dropped a nice little nugget on my Instagram today, and I would share it with y'all here, but y'all need to just slide over to my Instagram and figure out what that little nugget is for
Oh,
today. It's called Setting Moods and Creating Vibes.
excuse
So
me.
go check that out. Okay.
Okay.
The
And
China Marie.
And if you just need a good laugh because the world do need it, please follow me on my social media platform. I'm trying to find it. There we go. Ashley Shafine. Come on
That
and follow
part.
me so I can make you chuckle and make you feel good.
that part is the point for me. And if you are not following me, get it together. Get your entire life together. Follow me on Candid Kisses TV. That's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all social media platforms, Spotify, all that good stuff. And I do have merch, baby. Artistperiod.com. And if you check out my last post, you see my homegirl Natalie Love rocking the gear. It is trademark. Get it together. Don't do it. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Okay. Because my girl is doing her thing. She just lost 100 pounds, baby.
Okay.
I'm like,
I
oh,
like
I'm
it.
gonna
I'm
slide
over
in
here struggling to lose a pound. Okay.
her. Okay, I got to slide in
Listen,
and like Natalie, how you did that, girl?
listen.
She is rocking the mind and says, I may not be your cup of tea, but somebody wants to sip. Don't ever forget that, y'all. Go ahead and get your shirt today, artistperiod.com. That's how you do it. Well, we out of here, y'all.